How about now? Sound check now. Can you hear me now? No sound. How about now? Sound check now. Can you hear me now? All right, sound. Sound one, two. I'm gonna do a little dance while we check the sound. Check the sound. Check the sound. I'm gonna do a little dance while we check the sound. Check the sound. Okay. So, tonight I'm generally want to talk about. Um, thanks for the dance. Thanks, Dave. Generally talk about everyday carry. What things are in your pocket every day? Now I kind of turn the mic up a little. All right. Let's see. Turn the mic up. How about there? Does that help turning the mic up? So let me go back over to here. I'll do that. All right. So a bit more. I can't turn it up anymore. Do I need to be closer? So I'm using software called OBS. Jim has a point. If there's only two settings, it's probably on and off. So I'm using a new software to do the live stream. I'm testing some stuff out. I had some issues last week. Hopefully I got that resolved. I'm expanding and doing as much as I can, blah, 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 to be improving my station or my channel. Okay, so when I'm talking about everyday carry, for me, I have two types of everyday carry. I have my work everyday carry and my non-work everyday carry. And then there's obviously some crossover between the two. For instance, I always carry a Leatherman. So this is my first Leatherman, and I have had it for years and years. It's a Leatherman Super Tool. I've had it since the 90s, and it is old school. It's, I got to get used to this camera thing. It is their patent. So they hadn't even patented their Super Tool yet. I got it because Leatherman is a Leatherman is a Portland company. It's local. It's Portland, Oregon, and I like that. I like supporting a local company, and I like the tool itself. So so I'm using my laptop my laptop camera instead of my phone. So this has all your basics. It has serrated blade, a Phillips screwdriver, a can opener, a saw. This saw is gotta learn how to function with my with my new setup. Left is right and right is left, and hopefully up is still up and down is still down. This saw I've used to cut 2x4s. It works very well. Very, very sharp. And on the other side, you have your classic, knife, file, screwdrivers, and whatnot. So I've been carrying this for, like I said, decades, this specific tool. And I just stopped carrying it about a month and a half ago, and started carrying this Leatherman, the Wingman. I won this in a drawing. Um, you know, it's the same basic thing. Doesn't have the saw blade, uh, but it has you know, a can opener, a small screwdriver, uh, has a Phillips bit and a flathead bit, and it has a combo serrated blade and straight blade, but it has scissors, and I find this pretty useful. It's slightly smaller and lighter than the Super Tool, but I haven't found myself a Robertson bit. I don't know what a Robertson bit is, Dave. Um, but I do at work carry a multi-bit screwdriver. Um, so yeah, so this is my everyday main Leatherman I carry right now. Oh, a square bit. No, it doesn't have a square bit. But I have a multi-bit screwdriver I keep in my work vest that does have square bits and security bits and whatnot. And then when I don't want to have a Leatherman on my belt, I have this little Leatherman squirt. It's very small, it doesn't take up any space, but it's got to be, you know, 99% of the time I have a Leatherman on me, whether it's one of the bigger tools or or the smaller one. It's so I just can't live without them. Uh, and you know, you guys probably understand that, you know, using a screwdriver, I mean, you're not going to build with it, but to do a quick repair or a quick tighten of a loose nut, these are really hard to beat. So multi-tool, that is something I carry at work and not at work. Now, the Kershaw, yes. Thanks for joining, Lydia. I love the Kershaw. In fact, for non-work, I also carry a pocket knife, and I have dozens and dozens and dozens of pocket knives. Most of them are Oregon made because we have plenty of great knife makers in Oregon. Benchmade, Kershaw, Columbia River Knife and Tool. But when I'm not at work, I carry a pocket knife in addition to my my multi-tool. And there, I might carry. Here's just my top 6 that I have in rotation. Top 6 pocket knives. So this is a Benchmade Osman. I've had this for also many years. It's aluminum handle, very lightweight. Has very nice bearings on it. Opens very well. Has a roller lock, which I like because it assists for very easy opening. And this is another Benchmade I have. It is an Ella Schwitz version. That's who the creator is, and this one I took the clip off, so there's no pocket clip. So this just goes into my pocket. And this Benchmade, well, actually, this isn't my first Benchmade I ever purchased. I think I picked this up 97, maybe. Yeah, maybe 1997. But yeah, I'm a fan of Benchmade. They have a lifetime warranty. Do you guys know of Benchmade out where you are? Cam out doesn't commute. Cam out doesn't commute. Oh, I see. Yeah, Amanda, the they have so many different models out. They have small ones like the squirt up to the super tool, and everything in between. Also, Gerber makes a multi-tool. A handful of other companies. And this is they don't make these anymore, but this is a Benchmade. That's an import. Man, I got to get that left and right down. This is not an American-made knife, but it's branded by Benchmade. It was made in China, but it's still a pretty good little knife. No, sorry, not made in China, made in Taiwan. And this is, I don't want to call it a throwaway knife, but this is a knife that if I lost it, I wouldn't be heartbroken, because it was inexpensive compared to the other ones. Yeah, Dave, I used to carry a Swiss Army knife, but they don't have pliers, and that was a drawback for me. I like the pliers. I like the ability to nip wire, um, and at least the Swiss Army knives I had didn't have that. Um, Now here's a Kershaw that I have, and it's an assist open, and it's very slim. Oh, Dave, your Swiss has pliers. You'd have a railroad spike knife, Amanda. I have one of those, and I have it sitting over there. I might grab it and show you guys. Um, yeah, this Kershaw is very slender. It fits in your pocket well. And if you don't want the bulk, this is what I carry. Um, it's sleek, uh, and assist open. I like the Kershaw. This one, this one is a Boker, and it's very heavy. I love this knife, but it's almost too heavy to carry. It's kind of on the large side. It has a nice sweeping design and some good color. Fits great in my hand, and that's partly why I like it so much, is it's so physically large. And it's beefy, but it's heavy. So I carry it, but I don't carry it as often as I do the other knives. But it's definitely in my rotation. And this one's interesting. This is a ball bearing knife. It's no name, no markings. So it's one of those that was made and sold kind of out the back door or off the back of a truck sort of deal. But it's beefy. I can tell it's tool steel, and it's a bearing knife, so it's very smooth. But I like it. But I have no idea who makes it. But yeah, those are my pocket knives in my in my rotation. And again, I don't carry a pocket knife at work. I carry a multi-tool. And at work, I carry a flashlight, a little tactical Phoenix P30, PD30 flashlight. Fits in my pocket. See if I can blind you guys. Yeah. It's just handy. I like it. I don't even notice it in my pocket. And I carry it at work and not at work. And then a folding buck knife. Yeah, that's a good idea. My very first knife I purchased as a teenager was a buck knife. Paul Hogan. I don't know who Paul Hogan is. Olympian knife. Now I can't see. Oh, can you still see me, guys? Leatherman in a dry sack. Yeah. So, how often are you out in the field, Amanda, versus in the office? Oh, 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 oh. Okay, Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. I didn't get that. So, real quick, excuse me, real quick. I I haven't done the video yet, but this is my railroad spike knife that I forged this last weekend with Gary and Corey over at Fix It with Biscuit. And I know some of you watched Gary's premiere from the Bearded Woodworker on his forging of his knife because we both went there together. Somehow I forged the tip more into a butter knife type tip. But yeah, here in a well, hopefully this weekend, maybe Monday, I can get that video out. Uh, oh, so you're pretty much, Amanda, in the field 50% of the time. That's pretty nice, actually. You get quite a variety. Uh, yeah, it was all in the grinding. Yes, it was all in the grinding. Oh, oh, since we're on the topic of knives, I'll show you my all time favorite knife ever. Always my favorite knife, by and large, the best knife, or my most memorable, emotional knife. Let's see if you guys can see that. Do you see the leather work on there? Uh, that's the front of a Viking ship. And I picked up this knife in Norway when I was living there. And I lived there in 2001, and I don't know if you can see that. You can see the date there, 2001, etched in. And this style knife is pretty common over there, the small blade and handle. But I bought it from the guy who made it. I don't know what kind of wood that is, but it's just rich, deep, and beautiful. Um, you know what, Dave? Not only do I have big hands, I have big feet. So, yeah, I just have such an emotional attachment to this knife because I bought it in Norway. I bought it when I was living there. I find it a very beautiful knife. As you can see, I don't really use it. It's more of a showpiece comfort item for me. And then the hand tooling on the leather, I really, really dig. So, yeah, that's if you can be emotionally attached to a knife, this is the knife I'm emotionally attached to. Yeah, so look at that, the tooling and the leather work, and then the braiding there. It's just well done. It's just well done all over. Birch tar. Yeah, some some birch tar. Leather polish. Yes. I could use some birch tar leather polish for quite a few things, I imagine. Uh, this is a knife from Finland, which I enjoy. Uh, it's kind of a classic design, Scandinavian design. Um, and I don't know if you can see. I always wanted to take this butt and use it as a wax stamp. So melt some wax and go in the wax, uh, and be like an old timey king or something. And this knife I just bought at a sporting goods store when I was over there. Um, it's just it's not an expensive knife, but the wood is lovely. There's a lot of stainless on it. It has a leather sheath. You have a flamingo wax stamp, Lydia. Dave, I have a ton of knives. A ton of knives. I don't know. I might be approaching 100 knives. I lose knives and find knives all the time. It's note to self. I have I really do have a ton of pocket knives, mostly pocket knives. Maybe 20 or 30 straight blades, and then the rest of them. I do have some that are really Sloyd. Let's see, what does it say on here? The maker was Martin J. Martin is the company in Finland. Don't know if you can see that. Swords. I have one sword. It is a sword I bought off eBay in 1994, I think. And it is a very inexpensive, cheap Pakistani longsword. In fact, it was the first purchase I ever made off of eBay back in the mid 90s, because I thought it was cool as heck to buy a sword off the internet back then. Now it's a little passé. I mean, who doesn't buy a sword off the internet? But yeah, I only have one sword. I have some daggers and some Bowie knives, a few other things. Traumatina knife. Oh, yeah. It was cool back then, Sam. Oh. I'm not sure if this doesn't count as a knife, but it's a Columbia River knife and tool. Machete that I use in the yard. So I suppose that could be a sword, or at least a zombie fighting implement. So LARPing, live action role play. I was interested in an organization called the SCA, Society of Creative Anachronism. They are an outfit that takes Renaissance fairs to the next level. And I back in the 90s, I kind of wanted to get into the SCA to do some fighting because they build armor, chainmail or plate armor, and build rattan weapons, swords and axes out of wood. Uh, and then they fight, full contact with armor. And but I got sidetracked by getting married, and my wife was not too keen on the idea of me building armor and hitting other people. So that kind of fell to the fell to the wayside. Uh, well, I they specifically say you can't have sharp objects or weapons on your soapbox derby car. Um, but you can have water cannons. So that is an option, is to have a water cannon. And you can shoot your competitors and shoot the crowd with a water cannon. Um, and correct, Gary, I am not married now. I was married twice, and currently I'm going wifeless. So an ice can. Ooh, ice cannon. Yes. They didn't say the water couldn't be solid. uh, really, an ice cannon could be quite dangerous. there is there is that urban myth about making a bullet out of ice, so when it hits someone, it melts and leaves no evidence. But that's not possible. That's an urban myth. Hey, good night, Ian. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, well, let's continue on a little bit with my everyday carry. Um, well, I guess I'll go this way first. Um, I have an iPhone, so that's part of my everyday carry. And then I have a Samsung for work. It's a work provided phone. But along with my iPhone is I have AirPods. Don't know if you can see that because of the glare. They are little earbuds that sync up Bluetooth with your iPhone. So since this is a nice little ergonomically shaped case and charger, I always have these with me to listen to podcasts or to do hands-free talking. Well, I made one knife, the living garden. I made this knife last weekend, but I haven't worked on the video yet. I got lots of footage to go through. Another thing I carry. Hey, good night, Lydia. Thank you for stopping by. And tell Xander I say hi. Xander is Lydia's son, teenager. But I carry this. I carry a notebook, and I have a small pen on the side, and this is to take notes while at work and not at work. It's wow, I still don't have this up, down, left, right thing figured out, but I carry this in my pocket. The little black book. That's true. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything revealing in here. There's a drawing of something. Let's see. Don't want to show that. There's someone's phone number. random notes. Playing hangman with someone because we were bored in a meeting. So that's pretty much what I carry. There's one more item that I carry when I'm not at work, and that is a SIG P238. It's a little pocket gun in a 1911 style, because I'm a 1911 fan. I like the single action. As you can see, it's relatively small for me, so it just slides in my pocket real easily. Of course, I have a concealed carry permit. But that pretty much sums up. Yes, Dave, I do keep track of you all. You know what? I should. That's my issue, is I don't. I need to keep track of you, and I should be. I should be keeping you all in this book. I should be keeping you all in this book. Oh. So, it's too confusing if I have too many screens open here. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the joke? Are you ready for the joke tonight? All right. Why does a chicken coop have two doors? Because if it had four doors, it would be a chicken sedan. Oh, you can thank me later for that one. Oh, chicken sedan. Yep. Oh, so I have some interesting and or fun news. A chicken limo, yeah, a chicken limo. Your boys, your boys might be too young to get that one, Sam, but try it out. So I have some kind of fun news. Sam over at Green Acre Workshop shared on content creators today. She shared a link to a conference that is specifically designed for YouTubers or content creators who are also makers. It's called Workbench Con. And it's 2.5 days, and there are classes around the business of YouTube, classes about search optimization, classes about growing your community. There are classes on integrating blogging and Instagram and all those things. There's also classes put on by Craig Tools and Home Depot and a bunch of other corporate sponsors. But I am most interested in the YouTube specific classes. And it's held in Atlanta, Georgia, not this weekend, but the following weekend. So I took time off. I booked a flight. I booked hotel. And I'm going to Workbench Con a week from today in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm gonna go schmooze with some YouTubers who are larger and more successful than I am. And hopefully I can learn something from them and bring it back and share it with all of you. Um, Also, there is uh, a pretty good chance. I'll let him speak for this himself, but I'll say I think it's a solid, good opportunity that Sam is going to go as well. Sam lives much closer. He lives maybe 4 hours away from what he was telling me. So he's talking about driving down from North Carolina to Georgia and attending the conference as well. So if it works out, Sam and I are going to spend the weekend together talking YouTube and maker stuff next weekend. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It'll be fun. And of course, I'll shoot lots of video and do what I can and share that with you, what I learned there. Yeah, it's if Sam comes, we will definitely be doing some live streaming from the conference. If Sam does not come, I will attempt to do live streaming from the conference. He is obviously tenfold, 100-fold more tech savvy than I am. So I know if he's there, it will be a successful live stream or live streams. And maybe we can even interview some other bigger YouTubers, makers. I can't wait to see the video with Sam and I, and there's some Lord of the Rings trick photography to make him appear the size of a hobbit. Yes, I imagine we can do some special footage. Yeah. Hey, good night, Richard. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Um, it's in the middle of the night for you. So, good night, Richard. Uh, so, yes. Uh, Sam and I were talking off and on all day about this conference. And at one point, I told him if he needs to, that the tipping point could be tell Angela I'll be there to chaperone him, so he'll be okay. So he doesn't have to worry about being mugged at night on the street. So yeah, I just made those plans today. I was doing some research on some of the YouTube presenters that were there, and I'm going to do more. I need to plan out my itinerary because there's so many opportunities to take. Maybe they're not classes, to watch keynote speakers. And it starts Thursday afternoon and goes all day Friday and all day Saturday. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend Thursday. I have work obligations that prevent me from flying down until Thursday night. So I'll fly down Thursday night, attend the conference Friday, Saturday, and then fly back Sunday morning. So Sam and I will have all evening free Friday and Saturday night to get into all kinds of shenanigans, pizza, ice cream floats, sundaes, root beer floats. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I did not see Jimmy DiResta on the list of presenters, Gary. I have a link in the description of the Workbench Con and who's going to be there. Um, like I said, I need to put together my itinerary of who's all going to be there. How tall and how much do I weigh? I am 6'5", and I'm roughly 385 pounds. A fairly good sized person. I take up some space. So I will take as many notes and take down information, and I'll share it with all of you when I come back or as I go there. Yeah, I think I have maybe 50 or 60 of my stickers. Of my bearded giant stickers that I will bring down with me and just hand those out. Hey Jim, thanks for coming by and joining us in the live stream. I appreciate it. Yeah. Let's see. But I have so many projects I need to be working on, and I'm not the best at time management. You know how sometimes in interviews people ask, tell me something that you're really good at, and tell me something that you're not, or tell me something that needs improvement. And for me, time management can be that, because I can let time slip by. Yeah. So I have my soapbox derby car to work on. Gary's gantry for his phone camera in his shop is something I want to do now. So that's on my list. What else do I got? Oh, this is gonna have to wait till after the soapbox car and after my Sturgis trip is forge and that's blacksmithing stuff. But I'll either work on that at the end of the year, or maybe it'll have to be pushed into 2020. But I have pieces collected, or I've been collecting pieces for building a forge and anvil and all that stuff. Oh, how are we doing on time? We're at 5:16. So Dave, you say a couple of impromptu live streams. Yeah, definitely. I imagine we'll do some swapping back and forth. It'd be great. It would be really great if we could interview what's your favorite lift and how much do you bench, bro? Well, I'd say my favorite lift is deadlift or overhead press. I don't really bench press. I don't know. I just don't find it that interesting. Simple phone streams and dueling streaming. Yes. Elevator lift. Hey, I do an elevator lift at least 5 days a week. At least 5 days a week. The dirty dancing lift. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So Amanda, do you and Dave practice that? Do you come running at him from the other side of your house and he squats down and you leap and he he picks you up? What was I saying? I'm getting all distracted. Yes, I would love to meet some folks out there and do some impromptu interviews. Other way around. So you lift Dave. Uh, oh, Sam, nice. Your dad was in Dirty Dancing. Was he in the crowd, or I don't know? I haven't seen it in years. I don't remember. Um, but I imagine he wasn't one of the dancers. Uh, so have what do you give me some feedback on the video and sound quality so far? As most of you know, I've had some issues with the I can't think of the word where it not glitches, but it does the recycle whatever. I can't think of it. Um, yeah, so I'm using a new buffering. Buffering. That's what I meant. So before I was using my iPhone and the native YouTube app to do live streaming, and and today I'm using a software called OBS, and it has a lot of features, but I'm just using it vanilla right now. And I'm using the camera on my laptop and the built-in microphone on my laptop. So if this was successful, then I will start to experiment and play by adding an external mic. And at some point, I might try tying my iPhone in as the camera or not. Or maybe I can use one of my GoPros. Um, so Dave is having some audio issues. Uh, is it is it because of the equipment you're using, or could I be speaking louder? I have the mic as high as I can have it on OBS. Are other people think my audio quality or audio the level is too low and needs to be increased? That's something I can work on over the next week. So next Thursday, I will still have my live stream. Next Thursday, I'll have my live stream at 4:30 Pacific, 5:30 Mountain, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So when I get done with my live stream on Thursday, I'll leave, go to the airport, get on a plane, and fly to Georgia. So I still will have my live stream next week at the same time. And I'll give you more information about what I'm going to do at the conference, and hopefully I can get my knife video done if I can manage my time more efficiently. This is for you, Living Garden. So this case is also a battery. So when the little pod thing is in the case, it charges. So that's pretty handy. Okay. Yeah, I think Dave's going to give us a lesson in audio technology a little bit later on content creators. One last thing, or maybe not one last thing, another thing. Dave from Oak Knob Farms, he had sent me some gems. I won one of his drawings, and he sent me some gems. Uh, And between now and next week, or maybe I'll do it this weekend, I will do a little gem review of what Dave sent me. He sent me some information online, so I can get um, more familiar with what they are. So I'll read up on that, and I will share it with all of you. Uh, I have the package. I just haven't opened it yet. I was going to wait to do that this weekend. Um, yeah. Do you guys have anything? Amanda, I did not see your five-door coupe joke. I'm sorry, it must have slipped past me. So if you want to tell me the punchline, I'll wait for it. Is there anything you guys want to know from me, or questions you have for me, or something you'd like to share? A hatchback. That's a good one, Amanda. I like that. Happy Valentine's Day, Gary. I hope you did something very nice, loving, and caring for my sister, because she deserves it. She puts up with you all the time. if you if you send me railroad spikes, can I make them into knives? Yeah, I could do that. Not right now. I don't have my forge and anvil set up, but yes, I could make knives. Um, wow, that is a lovely Valentine's gift, Gary. Fajitas. I'm actually a little envious. I would like fajitas. uh, who's gonna come over here and make me fajitas? I want fajitas. uh, are any of you doing something special for Valentine's? Wow, homemade guacamole. Um, yeah. What? Oh, that's nice. What are all of you having for dinner? I don't know what I'll have for dinner yet. I don't know if I will order a pizza, or go to McDonald's, or open a can of Chili's. Chili, something. Chicken and mashed potatoes. That's nice. Do you have a chicken base gravy? Whoa. Oh, chicken and dumplings. Oh, that sounds great too. Um, you got the garden tractor stuck in the mud. That's very romantic. uh, yeah, maybe I'll go with pizza. Pizza's a pretty solid staple for me. Chicken soup. Hey, I see a theme of chicken tonight. Space loaf, the microwave meatloaf thingy. I've never had that. Uh, Chicken day. Hey, I told a chicken joke. Rice-a-roni. Steak fajitas. Oh, steak fajitas are the best, Gary. Rice-a-roni. Chicken wings. Ooh, there is a chicken wing. There is a chicken wing place in Hillsboro. I could drive into town. When I say drive into town, I mean just 10 minutes away. The bigger town next to me. In where I live in North Plains, we have a pizza restaurant. We have 3 bars that serve bar food. We have a Subway. We have a small family-owned Mexican diner type restaurant. We have a McDonald's, and we have 3 gas stations, 2 of them with delis. So it's not really a culinary dream. in my little town. Chicken burrito, the Hitchin Post. The Hitchin Post is one of the bars, yes. But Gary, they only serve breakfast and lunch at the Hitchin Post. And so they stopped serving at 2. I don't know what a Tim Hortons is. I don't know what a Tim Hortons. I mean, I imagine it's a restaurant, but we don't have a Tim Hortons here. You have a sub shop, a deli, and a gas station with pizza. Yeah. Oh, I guess my town of 2,000 people has a wider culinary selection. No, we don't have a Tim Hortons in Oregon. Uh, Timbits. Timbits. Nope, don't have a Timbits. We have McMinimums. Do you have a McMinimums? We actually have several McMinimums. In fact, next Thursday, the reason why I can't go to Georgia on Thursday is we have a supplier management meeting with some executives coming up from California, and I'm going to take them to McMinimums for dinner on Thursday. No, not on Thursday, on Wednesday. I do not have a Japanese restaurant that smells like sewage, and I'm fairly thankful that I do not have that. Can you get me a twofer? That must be a Midwest thing. There's Taco Tuesdays. Sometimes you can get 2 tacos for a good deal. Ooh, I had breakfast tacos today. It's all the ingredients of a breakfast burrito, but in between a soft shell, like a taco. Very good. I had it from a taco truck at work. Yeah. Need a double-double. Don't know what a double-double is. I imagine it's 2, maybe 4. 4 things, a double-double. 4 items. Anyway, people of YouTube, the bearded giant. A friggin' twofer, come on, a 24-pack of beer. I don't drink beer. I drink soda. I drink cider. I drink a hard cider. I have a cocktail, but I don't drink beer. Double-double, 2 milk, 2 sugar, coffee. Gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, I was saying thank you all for joining me tonight. I appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm going to sign off and look for any of my videos coming out. I'm sure I'll have something. Good night, everyone, and peace out. Peace out.